All right, listen up. We all know Kim Jong Un, right? The guy who's been running North Korea with an iron fist. But what if I told you there's a huge secret about him that the regime would never let you hear? Something they've kept hidden for years. Sounds crazy, right? But stick with me, and let's unravel this mystery together. You probably think you know everything there is to know about Kim. His rise to power, his military displays, all that. But there's something deeper here, something personal, a secret that not even the highest ranks in North Korea would want you to uncover. Are you ready for it? One morning, a journalist based outside North Korea embarks on a mission to uncover the truth about its mysterious leader, Kim Jong Un. The world knows very little about him. Every word, every action is shrouded in secrecy. Yet there are whispers, rumors, and a burning curiosity that drives this journalist to dig deeper. The question is, what is the real secret behind Kim Jong Un's power? What is it that North Korea has been hiding all these years? The journalist begins by looking into Kim Jong Un's early years and the history of his family. Born into a political dynasty, Kim Jong Un became the leader of North Korea after the death of his father, Kim Jong Il, in 2011. Many assumed his rise was just part of the family legacy, something set in stone, passed down through generations. But the journalist senses there's more beneath the surface. Kim Jong Un was not just another heir to the throne. He was different. While his father, Kim Jong Il, ruled with an iron fist, the younger Kim seemed to have a different kind of power. A quiet, calculating presence that suggested there was more to his rise than simply military prowess or inherited status. As the journalist digs deeper into Kim Jong Un's ascent, they uncover whispers from insiders who claim there was something extraordinary about his rise, something that wasn't about military might or his family's legacy. It wasn't about the weapons or the grand speeches. It was something far more subtle, something behind the scenes that allowed Kim Jong Un to outmaneuver not just his rivals within North Korea, but the world itself. Late one night, the journalist receives an anonymous tip-off from a former high-ranking official within the regime. This source reveals something shocking. Kim Jong Un's true power wasn't just his leadership or military might, but his access to an incredibly advanced and secretive information network. This was a tool that no one else had, an unseen force that allowed Kim to control not just his people, but the very narrative surrounding his regime. The journalist begins to understand the gravity of the situation. Kim Jong Un wasn't just ruling through fear and military strength. He had mastered the art of information warfare. While the world focused on North Korea's missile tests and nuclear threats, Kim Jong Un was quietly building a sophisticated surveillance state, a state that knew everything about its citizens, what they read, who they talked to, even what they thought. But more than that, this network allowed him to control the flow of information to the outside world, manipulating perceptions and maintaining a firm grip on power. The journalist tracks down former defectors, people who fled North Korea in search of freedom. They all have harrowing stories of what they experienced, but none of them fully understand the true extent of the regime's control. Kim Jong Un's ability to manipulate information and shape reality itself was something they never encountered until it was too late. It all begins to make sense. Kim Jong Un wasn't just a dictator with a military. He was a master of controlling reality. Every piece of information, every piece of news was carefully controlled by the regime. The truth, as the journalist discovers, was not what the world saw or thought. What the world saw was a carefully crafted image, a reality created by Kim Jong Un's ability to control what people knew. North Korea's control over information wasn't just about restricting access. It was about creating a world where only their version of the truth existed. Anyone who questioned it, anyone who tried to defy it, was silenced. The regime didn't just control their people's actions, they controlled their minds, their beliefs, their very understanding of what was real and what wasn't. In the final moments of the investigation, the journalist uncovers the chilling truth. The secret that North Korea has been hiding all along isn't about missiles or military strategies. It's about the control of information itself. Kim Jong Un's power rests in his ability to make people believe his version of reality, to manipulate perceptions on a global scale, and to ensure that nothing can disrupt his carefully orchestrated world. The journalist, now understanding the full scope of this secret, writes the final report. But even as they do, a thought lingers. Could anyone, even with this knowledge, ever truly challenge the regime's grip on reality? The answer remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The truth about Kim Jong Un is far more complex, far more dangerous than anyone could have imagined. So, after everything you've heard, here's the real question. In a world where truth can be controlled and manipulated, how do we ever truly know what's real? Is the story we're being told the one we should believe? And how much power do leaders like Kim Jong Un have in shaping the reality we live in? Think about it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Could we ever really uncover the full truth? Or are we all living in a world built on the lies of those in power?